racing. You wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside of Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Hello and welcome everybody to V8's Online for Dirt Night. It's Tuesday night and Dirt Night, and for the last 8 weeks we have been traveling around the USA for the sprint car, the Australian Sprint Car Championship. It's the 410 sprint cars with the big wings on the top, and tonight we are at Knoxville Raceway. Joining me in the commentary box is Corey Ott. Corey, welcome.
Hello.
How are we going, mate? Everything you excited for tonight?
Oh, Dirt Sprint Cars plus Knoxville Raceway is a match made in heaven, and tonight it is going to be a good night of racing. And also as well, for the audience out there, I have a really screwed up voice, so and at any time I do start to sound like Jake Sperry at the end of a Scops night, then that's a good explanation as to why.
Yes, well, I'm sure you're going to be great. Yes, Knoxville Raceway, it's an excellent track. One of the newer tracks to come to the iRacing service for us dirt racers. And yeah, it certainly puts on a great show. So great entries tonight. We will run through the championship standings overall so far. And currently we have Bob King leading the championship on 434 points. Jock Goodyear tied for first, also with 434 points. Then we go back to third, Joel Berkeley, 430. James Robbie in fourth on 404. Tim Harris in fifth on 384. We've got Lachlan Smith in sixth on 378. Darren Brumfield, 364. Cam Dance, our very own Cam Dance, in 363, so he's not too far behind. Vince Romeo in ninth on 556, and tied for 10th we have Jake Maloney and Trent Gosley. So very tight between first and 10th, so anything can still happen. We do have 2 more rounds after this event, and it is going to be thrilling right to the end. So not too far away from qualifying, and it's certainly going to be close from what we've seen from all the other rounds. I have had our director Jay Kennedy with me for all the other events, but tonight we are joined by Corey Ott, so it is going to be a lot of fun. So yes, so we're only 20, so we are just into qualifying now. So first of all, on track we have Ryan Harris. So Ryan, let me just grab, he's not out on track yet, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how we go with this. The track certainly evolves. It is quite an interesting track, the Knoxville track, where you've got on the inside line a big sort of hump really, and it can catch drivers out. I think as the night goes on though, we will be getting very close to the wall, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of spicy things happening and drivers collecting the wall through the night. We hope everybody gets through. So we've got 2 heats, I believe. 3 heats, I've been informed. So at 8 laps each, which then the top 4 from that go on to a feature, which will be pretty good. Okay, so we have Ryan Harris making his way out for his qualifying. So each driver gets, I'm seeing here, 3 laps to get it done. So you just want to try and bank yourself a decent lap. There he goes, he's out on track for his first lap. There we go, you can see where he's coming around the corner now. Is a very, very strange hump. It's certainly caught me out in the past. He's going to come down, complete his first lap, and that is a 15.649. So not a bad banker. Can he do any better on lap 2? Around sort of turn 2 on the big long straight. This is a very long track, really. So you can see he has improved. So 15.5 for him. So there is only 2 laps for each driver. It's saying 3 for me, but we are only getting 2 laps. So is he going to be able to have the goods to put it on P1? We've seen Ryan Harris. He sits around mid-pack, so I'm sure we are going to see some guys go faster as we do have our second car out on track. James Rice. James Currently going around exit of turn number 4. He is going to start his lap. Nice little line there for him. Is he going to be able to do it? 15.7. So not quite able to beat the previous driver, but is he going to be able to do it in the second lap? Nice line there from what I can see. Oh, a bit of understeer. Come out wide. Is he going to be able to go faster? No, no real improvement there. Slightly faster for him, but no real improvement. P2 for him so far.
And well, Fonty coming out of track right now is Jake Maloney, I think the second TTL car tonight, and we still have what is about 30-something cars in the order, so a lot of TTL cars there tonight represented as Maloney comes out at turn 4 to start off his Q lap. Into turn 1 he goes, and the inside line there will be very slick, so qualifying runs you can see start to move up the track a little bit as he comes into turn 3. Car looks very stable at the moment. He comes out of turn 4, what will it be? A 15.6 puts him in the middle, but he's got another lap to improve. He's in the middle through 1 and 2. Coming through 3 and 4, maybe a little bit of a lower line than usual. Comes out of 4, will it improve his time? Yes it will, it's 15.6.
Slightly. Yeah, so not quite able to make it there to the top of the position, but not a bad banker there, really. You've got a lot of room to move, unlike the short track, so you can generally make a mistake and recollect it. I don't think we're going to see as many incidents of what we've seen in previous rounds. Yeah, certainly going to be good racing either way. Next out on track, we have Zachary. There we go, car number 49, Zachary Phelan. So we're going to see what he's going to be able to do. Not a bad line there for his first of the lap. Go 15.3, so that actually is going to put him on P1, so not a bad lap there from Zachary. He'll be able to improve running that low line in the early stages. I can guarantee that low line is definitely going to go away. No improvement on that lap, so he is going to take P1 with a low 15.5. He's going to pull to the circle. So next car on track.
Next car, 91 of Darren Brumfield. So could he top a 15? Could he do a 15.2 possibly to get the first 5 cars out of the way as he comes out of turn 4 to start off his lap?
Go lap way. Yeah, not a bad turn 1 entry there.
Now through 3 and
line.
4. Maloney's was running, I think, a safe lap on his qualifying lap, but all the other guys are sort of committing out, and 4 is a bit slow, but a 15.7 puts him at the bottom of the order right now. Comes out of turn 2 into 3 down the back straight. He's on that low line, but it looks like he can't keep that rear in check as he comes out of 4. Finishes off with a 15.691, slots him into currently P4.
Yeah, listening to that car, it's got a very high gear ratio, and I think he needs to drop it down, try and get a bit more drive on those rear wheels. Doesn't have enough power to keep it going. These cars definitely stretch their legs around this track. Next car to line up on the track will be Vince Romeo. We have seen some phenomenal pace from him in previous rounds. Can he do the same today is the big question. Haven't seen him quite join as of yet.
He's out there now. He's got a 15.6 as his first lap. Out of 2 and through turn 3 he goes, Fonty. He's looking like a very stable car. Maybe a little bit of loose in the rear, but 15.588 puts him. What would be P2?
Yeah, P2. Not bad. Not bad, really.
1/1000 separates P2 and P3 at the moment.
Yeah, not bad at all. There we go. And we're going to have the 17 of AJ Neben up on track next. Running that low line. There we go. Starts his lap.
close.
There we go. 15.677. So that currently puts him in P number 5. Is he going to be able to make an improvement on this lap? There we go. Bang to the top of the timesheets. Not by much though. Only 1,000 in it between himself and Zachary. So got to be happy with that early on. We do still have a few more people out to get out on track, but
Yeah.
we've got to be happy with that.
Well, and at the moment, SSR 51 car Bob King highline through 3 and 4, drops it down here to start off his qualifying laps.
Yeah, Bob, he is a very good operator. We are seeing him at the top of the championship standing, so I would expect Bob to put in a great lap here. He's a master around the dirt, one of the ones who competes at the highest level of dirt racing in the iRacing service. Is he going to be able to do it? Bang, there we go, to the top of the timesheets. Not a bad lap there from Bob. Is he going to be able to break into the 4s is the next question. Bang, there we go. I'm not seeing a lap from him.
No, it looks like, I think he got a contact out of turn 4 there, so that would have been his downfall on that lap. But now Tim Harris, the 48 TTL machine, I think the 3rd or 4th one out on track so far tonight. Not even 10 cars in. So he comes through 3 and 4 here to start off his 2 qualifying bankers. Hopefully, could he put it on top here as he comes into 1 and 2 to start off his laps? He's you can see at the moment, it's the line's not moving up. It's people taking different lines. Some people staying, you know, one line above the bottom, and other guys are running that berm. And to end lap 1, he gets a 15.7, puts him second last, so P8 at the moment. Through 1 and 2, gets that low line. Into 3 and 4, will he do the same? Or doesn't get close to the berm, but out of 4, will he improve by how much? 15.606. Exactly a 10, puts him P6 at the moment.
Yeah, not a bad lap there at all, really. You got to just bank yourself a lap, which is going to put you somewhere near the front for your heat race. You don't have to certainly win that qualifying or put it up the front, but if you can start a trouble and bank a decent lap, then you know you're going to definitely give yourself an advantage in that heat race.
Exactly, and Lachlan Smith, 911 car, another SSR car on a truck. He's on his qualifying bankers, and into 3 and 4 he goes. He just touched the berm there in 3-4. A little bit low, I think, coming out of there. 15.539, sorry, puts in P4.
Yeah, not a bad lap for the first one. He probably cut it down a little bit too fine there, and rode the inside banking there.
Much cleaner exit out of 4, but go slower.
No improvement. Oh well, not a bad lap there. You still do have a lot of guys still to cut a lap. There we go. Now car 44 is on track. So that is Glenn Ince, which I haven't seen him actually have a run in this series as of yet. Be able to do. First lap underway, very close to the inside banking. Good run out there. These cars absolutely stretch their legs around this track. We are going to see some good racing, good side-by-side racing. Not too many slide jobs happen at this track because of the nature of how it goes and how fast it is. But we will see passing anyway. There we go. So 16.1 to start off, so a little bit off the pace. Our slowest car out there so far. Looks to have a little bit of understeer. Can he improve on this lap though? No improvement for him. So currently in P11 for him. So first time I have seen him out on track. Potentially a newbie. There we go. Number 7 out on track next. Trent Gossley. We haven't seen his name out there before, however. Sure he'll be looking to bank a decent lap on this one. As we are now underway for the lap. Throws it into turn 1 there. Exit of turn 2. Looks reasonably clean at this stage in the lap.
But it's not how clean it looks, it's how fast you can get out the corner. But I think this will be a safe banker, and will be a 15.6. 15.663 puts him P9 at the moment, but now lap 2. Will he improve going to 3 and 4 here? Gets a nice clean exit, not even near the wall. Does improve by nearly a hundredth of a second, so now he still is P9.
Yeah, so P9. Not a bad lap. I would have expected Trent to be maybe a little bit further up there. Car number 8 rolling out onto track next. Sorry, number 18, which is Aaron Kelly. So can Aaron have the goods to put it up the top? Just have to wait and see on that one.
Through 1 and 2 there, threw it from the high to the low side. Now through 3 and 4, will he do the same? No, he'll stay middle of the track. 16 flat is his first lap, puts him currently P12 out of the 13 cars qualified. Through 3 and 4 he goes. Will he improve? He's got a better line than what he did lap 1. Out of turn 4, his lap is a 15.85, puts him still P12.
Yeah, not a bad lap, really. I guess just got to bank on it, really, and hope for the best in your heat race. We do see a lot of drama happening in heat races, so if you can start a trouble, you can generally find yourself a bit further up. Next car on track, we do have number car 22, which is our driver of Daniel Gow. Now, we have seen some serious pace out of him throughout previous events, and I'm sure he's going to be looking to have a great result here tonight.
Exactly, and at the moment through 3 and 4 to get his first lap down in the books will be a 15.65, puts him P10. Now he's on his second lap out of turn 2 down the back straight. Looks like a very clean lap here through 3 and 4, very tight at the bottom, sort of touches that berb. What will his lap be? Lap 2, 15.562, puts him P5.
There we go, not a bad lap at all there. The track is already starting to evolve a lot, get a little bit slower potentially, so he's got to be happy with that. Definitely, I think he'll find himself in those first 3 cars in his heat race.
So, number 1 car is out on track here. He's Dylan Simmelman. He comes out of turn 2, down the back straight. Number 1 on his car, but this series does not have a champion as of yet, so he's not the reigning champion in some series. It wouldn't be dictated as is, but 15.557 puts him now P5. Now down the back straight on his second lap here into 3 and 4. Car looks stable, maybe a little bit too much angle through turn 4. His lap, yeah, was a tiny bit slow. 15.581 is now P5.
There we go, P5. Not bad at all, really. You've got to be happy with that. There we go, Lewis Hewitt. Now we have seen some serious pace out of him in these last rounds, so I am definitely expecting him to show some great speed in this qualifying session.
Another TTL driver as well, very distinctive paint on that one as well.
Yeah, not very often you see a white and green TTL car. We do like the colours of it. TTL very fast in this dirt stuff. A couple of pro dirt drivers. One being Cam Dance, who's out with us tonight. And he has done 15.5, not a bad lap. Moves into P2. Absolutely nothing in it between him and Bob King at the moment. 1/1000th of a second, so there we go. Can he improve on this lap? No, made a slight mistake, so went 0.8 of a second slower on that one. Pretty good job though, I reckon.
Yeah, very good job. So at the moment, we've got Harry Edwards, NZSR crew, and I think he's the only one of the crew so far out there tonight. So number 66 machine starts his 2 laps into turn 1 he goes. Very
go, Harry.
Middle. He's going for a clean lap, so a lot of guys you can see tonight going for a clean first lap and then a balls out second lap as he starts his lap 2 now. His time is a 15.691, currently P13, but now he comes out of turn 2, to get his second lap halfway done, now into 3 and 4. Very stable car. He's keeping that middle line, just touching that inside line. His second lap is a 15.7, so he's P13 at the moment.
Yeah, Harry Edwards, big midget racer in the Aussie NZ community. Does quite a bit of stuff, organises a few meets for the midget guys. Probably not the banker that he wanted tonight, but hey, at least he's out there having a crack, and he can have every opportunity to move. Next out on track, James Robbie. He goes, he's going to come round. What's he going to be able to do in this lap? Across the line, and 15.776. So a little bit off the pace, not all the way at the back, but can he improve on this next one? Just improvement. So did move him up slightly. Still a little bit way down the field. Track definitely starting to get a little bit slower now, I feel. So I've got still quite a few drivers, about half the drivers to go. There we go, next car out on track, Scott Butler. Can he have the goods to move his way up the order? Not a bad lap there, car looks pretty hooked up coming into that turn. Coming down the straight now into turn 3, throws it low. It's a bit run out, car probably went a little bit wider than he wanted to. 15.797 for that lap 1. Car looked pretty good coming into the turn, but just swept out on him on the exit. Looks slightly better on that turn. There we go, bang, improves just a little bit. So you can definitely tell the track is getting a little bit slower at this point in the qualifying session. These drivers have been, there we go, Berkeley up on track. Joel Berkeley, very fast driver in the dirt. We have seen some phenomenal pace out of him in earlier events, which I'm sure tonight we're going to see the exact same thing. The car got the goods, throws it in there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, the car came out a little bit too much on corner exit, I think. Bit of understeer. I don't think this lap's going to be actually that good, to be honest. A lot of understeer coming into that turn. Lap 1, 15.7, so can he improve on this one? Driver's going to need to start to take some stagger out of the car to be able to get that drive off the turn. Is he going to improve on this one? Bang, yes he does improve, so much better lap. So that's going to move him right up to P3, exactly where I would expect him to be. So you've got to be happy with that. Made a bit of a mistake in that lap 1, but managed to fix it up in lap 2.
And now we have Gavin Sadler is on the track, number 71 machine here. I think he would be expecting not too bad of a qualifying result here. So comes out of turn 4 to start his 2 banker laps. At turn 1 and 2, and middle line there, just getting his inside wheel, that front left into the inside line. Turns 3 and 4, he gets half the car in there, but what will his first lap be? 15.896. Now through 1 and 2 again for his second lap. Will it be better? Comes down the back straight into 3 and 4. Car looks, he's looking like he's fighting the car going to turns 3 there, but and through out of 4 as well. Lap time improved slightly. We were putting P19 into the 21 cars at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Gavin will be too happy with that, to be honest. We have seen him a little bit further up the list. Next out on track is the 99 car, Dale Jordison. What can he do today?
I think at the moment he's not here.
Here we go. Here's the man himself, Mr. Tim Ryan. He is an absolute legend in these sprint cars. Has won many events in the World of Outlaws series for iRacing. We saw him take the last round. Can he do the same today? Looking very fast. He's going to be, there we go, 15.8. So not the lap I expected from him on lap 1. slightly better corner entry into turn 1. There we go, that's a little bit better. Getting the drive off the turn. This is going to be an improvement. Bang, quickest, first one in the 4s. There we go. Now that is the benchmark to beat. Knew that he made a mistake on that first one. Sorry there, Corey.
Blows the competition out of the water there with that one. Goes fastest by half a tenth. So now you've got the top 10 separated by 0.13 of a second at the 77 Jock Goodyear. Another TTL driver in a different painted scheme, black and dark purple here, going into 1 and 2 for his first and 2 laps. Oh, looked like he had a bit of a loose rear there. Might have a bad first lap here, but it might be something as a safe one. Through 3 and 4, comes out of turn 4. First lap, probably a 15.762. Puts in P20 now. Lap 2, will he go faster? He might not be able to go fastest, but faster would be still something. 3-4 just touches that inside berm. Lap time 15.687 puts him P number 15.
Yeah, not a bad lap. He's just banked on that. He didn't push it too hard. He was obviously right up there in the points overall, so he's going to want to make his way up in his heat race. Next out on track, position number 6 man, manages to finish 6 a lot. Brenton Hobson. Hopefully he doesn't finish 6th tonight, makes his way a bit further up, but he is the legend himself, Brenton Hobson, the man at the top of Synergy Sim Racing. See what he can produce tonight. Does come out here, have a lot of fun in the dirt stuff, and that's what it's all about here, is having fun. What can he do today? Bang, 15.798. So managed to do a 15.4 in practice. 15.7, can he improve on this lap 2 as he's coming around? Are we going to see an improvement? Yes, we do. Not much of an improvement, moves him 2 spots up in the order.
Well,
Position 19.
Mr. 6th place man was a position away from technically starting in 6th, but at the moment we have, I think, Dale Growth out on circuit. Yes, we do. Going to turns 3 and 4 to start off his 2 banker laps in the 24 machine. Turns 1 and 2, a high entry there. A lot of people have been staying low through turn 1, but he does a high and then goes to the low side. 3 and 4, keeps a consistent line. What will his lap 1 be? A 15.928. Puts him 2nd lowest on the pile at the moment. Now comes out of turn 2 into turn 3. Will he improve? Cars looking very stable all the way nearly to the inside berm. Comes out of 4, nearly taps the wall. I think that lap didn't count, or was it exactly the same?
Yeah, it did count. It was the exact same. So 15.868 for Dale Grother. Next out on track, Scotty Griffiths. Can he have the goods to make his way up? The track is definitely getting worn out, so it's hard for these guys at the later stages of qualifying to be able to cut a decent lap. We did see Tim Ryan get right up there, but he is a notch above the rest. What does Scotty Griffiths have for us today? Synergy Sim Racing guy. The dirt stuff, there we go, 15.9, so probably not the pace he wanted. Does have another lap to do it though. What's he gonna do? No, improves only just. To me, it looked like the car, they're struggling to get the power down off the turn. You can just see the car wheel spinning, not really gaining any grip. So probably need to let that outside tyre down a little bit, take a little bit of stagger out of it, get that drive off the turn.
And guess what? Last car on the track tonight for qualifying. Mr. number 6 car, Cam Dance in the orange TTL machine. Starts lap number 1. Dirt Pro Racer, not really good line through turn 2. There was. Into turn 3 he comes. Car nice and stable there. Out of 4. First lap, what will it be? A 15.722. But second lap, Could it be a fly through turn 2? He comes. Very committed. Would be, I'm guessing, flat to the throttle. No throttle control from him. Out of turn 4. What will it be? A 15.749. He goes P20. And
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, he won't be happy with that. We do have another car out there on track. David Helliman. Does he have the goods to make his way up the list? Very high line at this stage. He's going to try and get that power down. The starter's lap. There we go. He runs low. Or comes out. That's probably not the line you want to take this stage. Comes around the exit of turn 4. What's his first lap going to be? 15.739. The car doesn't look quite set up right. I'm going to throw it in. It's turn 3 and 4 looks pretty good, but needs to do a bit of practice on turn 1 and 2. Does improve, however. So, nice lap there from David Helliman. Moves his way up to about halfway up the order, P15. So, not too bad from him. We're going to see anyone else. There we go. Number 38, Bailey Hall. He is going to be potentially our last car out on track. Getting that car, getting the feeling of it, feeling what the track feels like. Always does adjust. It's a lot different to circuit racing, whereby you drive the track, it's pretty much the same all the time. It's dirt stuff. Certainly not the case though. Lots of understeer as he exits turn 2 there. Not what you want. Car does not look that set up well at all. No front end. Probably needs to wind that front wing down a lot to try and get some grip over those front tires. Can he improve on this lap, however?
You know what it is? He's not doing too bad though. I think he would have the default set up on, but out of turn 4, lap 2, 15.073. Does not improve, but he's P28, so second last on the pile at the moment. I think we've got one more driver to go.
Dale Jordison, we are waiting on him. He's having what we have in the sim racing world, some connection dramas. So hopefully we will see him out there. He doesn't have very long to do it as the session has been advanced. So heat number 1. We do have Tim Ryan, so it's going to be hard for many to catch him at all.
We've just had a correction, Mr. Fonty. Number 5 car, David Heileman is how you pronounce his last name, so thank you very much to Ultimate Dirt TV in chat for saying that. But anyways, first heat of the night, so Fonty, would you do the honours?
There we go. So, in front we have Tim Ryan. In P2, AJ Neben. P3, Daniel Gow. Jake Maloney off P4. Harry Edwards P5. Cam Dance, our very own Cam Dance off P6. P7, Aaron Kelly. And number P8, Glenn Ince. So, this is going to be an interesting little race. I tell you what. It'll be interesting to see how, oh man, Tim Ryan goes in this one. Can anyone keep up with him? AJ Neben, haven't really seen his name out there before, so he could potentially keep it up there. We won't see any yellows in this heat racing because it is so fast. Only in the feature will we see the yellow flag come out and our safety truck roll out onto the track. We'll start here though. It's going to be interesting to see how this track evolves. What are your thoughts on it there, Corey?
Well, you've got very high-powered machines with not a lot of weight to them, doing very fast lap times around a very short circuit. So, all I'm going to say is the inside line, I think, will be by the start of the feature will be very, very slick. So you could see that top line start to work out. Maybe riding that cushion, but this is not Eldora. This is Knoxville, so it's a very different shaped oval than what Eldora is. So you could see a possibility between the advantages of the low line but also weighing out disadvantages of the low line being so slippery. But the heats, 8 laps, all out war basically, and the first one is about to start now as they roll through turn 3.
Yep, there we go. The man himself, Corey Ott, tells you what's going to happen on track. Thinking very similar stuff. Very interesting track, this one. I found it a little bit hard to get used to myself as they're rolling around. What are we going to get? Green flag goes, and Tim Ryan, what a start from him. Running that low line for a start there. Cam Dance trying to make his way through, get that power down.
Through 3 and 4 they go there. They're all sort of jostling for position there for second and third, but 3 TTL cars in this race. As Dan slides up a little bit to defend one of his teammates. He's not liking it through 3 and 4 there. Maloney, Dance both going at it. With Aaron Kelly behind there, jostling, trying to get past. A little bit of contact there between Dance and Maloney through turn 2.
This guy's throwing it, so you want to get the top 4. Top 4 is where it's at to make it through to that feature.
Even though their teammates Cam Dance, but the slide doesn't work.
Oh, Maloney, well, these guys will be no love lost here. Not many laps to go, 4 laps in. We have got another 4 to go.
Cam, I think, trying to go with the inside line, but it's not going to work yet. He's starting to waste time.
Not going to work. Yeah, exactly. There's no drive on that low line at the moment. Maloney running the highest out of anybody. Cam just hanging on.
Well, Cam's got 3 laps to do something, and at the moment, I think that something might be a big old slide job on Maloney, but he's going to catch him first, and I think he's just gaining. Yeah, he's just about lost the rear there through turn 4.
Yeah, he's trying everything he can. Oh, here we go. He can't get the power down, though, to get off the turn. Not enough weight over that rear wheels. He's going to try again. Is he going to have it this time? No, he's not. Just that corner exit. He is closer, though, so not going to try as deep this time. Try and get the run out. He's a lot closer. We're going to see him throw it down the inside now. No, Maloney's going to cover a little bit.
But
here we go.
The over-runner, no, he doesn't. No, he's
losing ground. There we go, he's done. So, could not bring home the goods there, Cam Dance, but we have seen Tim Ryan take that race win. Not much of a gap, though, to be honest. Back to AJ Neben. Then in P3 was Daniel Gow. Jake Maloney took P number 4. P number 5, Cam Dance. Aaron Kelly, P6. Harry Edwards, P8. And Glenn Ince in P8.
And now
next race up.
Heat 2. Bob King starts from pole with Zachary Perlin starting from second place. Vince Romeo, P3. Trent Gosley, P number 4. Darren Brumfield, P5. P6, Scott Butler. P7, Dale Grother. And P8, bringing up the rear of the field, Dale Jordison. Which I do believe he's in the session. No, he's still out of it. So maybe 7-car heat this time.
Yeah, there we go. It's going to be interesting. So, Trent Gosley and Bob King. I'm sure these two guys are going to go at it. Interesting to see what the... obviously, Bob has the right of way when it comes to taking off at the start. Can he get the jump? I mean, by that, Trent Gosley, can he get the jump on the start and stick with Bob? Looked very hard to pass out there from what we saw from the battle of Maloney and Dance in that last heat.
Yeah, as you said, that battle for P4, I think, will be a very hotly contested position during these heats.
As we roll around now, safety car will pull in.
Safety truck, lights are out, pulls into the lane. Bob King
There we go, Bob holding them up, and he's going to go for it now. Oh, there we go. Trent, big accident at the start at the back. That was all from Trent Gosley. Didn't get on the power soon enough, and the cars behind jumped on and had nowhere to go. So he's dropped back to P3 at the moment. This 1, 2, 3, and 4 They've pretty much got this race sewn up. All these guys will move through to the feature, so not the start that you really want. Bob King trying to pull a gap, cut some laps, trying to evolve that track. Running the mid-track at the moment.
Yeah, all you want as a competitor at the moment is that if you're either down the back or in the middle of the field, you want to try and sort of evolve that track up a bit to your advantage to the to when you get into the feature, because these four at the moment, they're running line to stern with basically no one behind attacking them as they come around to start lap number 4.
Yeah, there we go. Bob King starting to pull a pretty decent gap, really. 0.6 of a second separating him. Vince Romeo trying to chase him down. The track hasn't quite evolved as much as what I thought it would have. These guys still running that mid-track.
I think at the moment, Fonty, that inside line is now basically nothing, because you won't get any drive, any nothing. As I say that, Vince Romeo tries at entry at turn 1, doesn't work out, but Trent Golsley sort of catches up to him. But...
yeah, he is. He's running that slightly higher line. You can see he's run the highest at the stage. Running it again. He is catching on Vince every time he runs that higher line than him, so get that power down. 220 kilometers an hour these guys are getting on these back straights. Serious amount of speed. These cars are absolutely weapons to drive in real life. There we go, race is over. So Trent Golsley couldn't quite have the goods there to be able to catch the car in front of him, but they all make it through. These guys were lucky there at the start. Next. There we go. So taking out that race was Bob King. Next we had Vince Romeo, Trent Golsley in third, Daniel Brumfield in fourth, Scott Butler was fifth, Daniel Grother in sixth, P7 was AJ Neben, and P8 Daniel Jordison.
So now, heat 3 is the second last heat of the night. Grid goes as follows. Lewis Hewitt starts from pole with Lachlan Smith starting beside him in P2. P number 3, Ryan Harris. P4, David Helliman. P number 5, James Robbie. P6, James Rice. P7, Scott Griffith. And P number 8, rounding out the heat field, Sean O'Hara.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Lewis Hewitt, see what he can do. These guys getting ready to go. Here we go. Safety truck rolls out onto the track. Lewis Hewitt. He is a very, very fast dirt driver. We have seen him get right in the mix in previous rounds.
A few good drivers up the front here for this heat as well, Fonty. So could see some good driving up the front here by these top 4. So TTL, SSR, TTL, and I think VLR are the top 4 good positions at the moment. So don't forget, guys, this the way this format's going tonight. If you're a new viewer here, it's 4 heats of 8 cars. Top 4 go to the feature, and then a consolation. I do believe that top 4 from the consolation go to the feature, and then it's a 30 lapper feature to finish off the night. But heat 3, pace truck is about to pull off, and it does now. Here we go. Lewis Hewitt controls the field, stacks him up again, but no big collision. Wheelie there by Scott Griffith in the background.
Yeah, he really held it up on that one.
Yeah, but Look at this four-way battle pack at the moment from P number 2. Lewis Stewart's got a bit of a gap. Overs Lachlan Smith, but look at this. Dave Hilliman's looking to the inside.
A lot of pressure on going on here. Lachlan under pressure by David Halliman.
And he's got Ryan Harris and James Robbie behind, but I think James Robbie is just pulling back a tiny bit from this now three-way battle for second place.
Oh, he's going to throw it.
Inside.
Oh, he's going to chop his nose. He's going to get the pass done, though. Nice passing by Halliman.
But
It's not
Smith
over.
will have a slide.
He's going to try. There we go. He's going to get the drive out of this one. It's going to go back on again. Side by side into turn 1. Oh, Halliman going really low there. Is he going to be able to get the powder? Yes, he is. He's going to have it on this one. But he's going to come back again. Slide job city. Here we come.
Well, it is a sprint car, capital of the word, not sliding job. Lachlan Smith, sorry, looking for a bit of the fence line.
Oh, Halliman really getting close to that inside line. He's going to have it this time, though.
Halliman's slide
Or
job.
is he?
Lachlan Smith is saying, no, sir. Guess what? Ryan Harris is doing.
He's got the drive this time, though. He's got the drive. Oh, there we go. He's actually got the pass done this time, I think.
But Ryan Harris.
Yes, he has.
But Ryan Harris is behind saying, Lachlan, you're my next person to get.
There we go. This is exciting racing. Yeah, here we go. James Robbie, he could be the cat. He could throw the cat amongst the pigeons on these guys.
Oh, right.
Oh, he's going to throw it low. He's going to throw it low. No, he should have thrown it low there. Give himself that advantage. These guys only have 1 lap to go. Last lap. We are in. Oh, he's going to be able to do it. He's going to try and get the run. He's going to try and get the run, but he's not going to be close enough.
No, Ryan Harris defends. Oh,
he's clipped him. He's going to get the drive. He's going to get it.
Robbie is saying
Here we go.
He'll be
laughing. He'll be laughing all the way to the bank on this one. That was not expected. I tell you what, we didn't even check in with the race winner on that one. Race winner on that one, Lewis Hewitt, checked out 1.4 seconds back to, sorry, no, 0.7 of a second back to David Halliman. What a phenomenal drive from David. Then we had Lachlan Smith in P number 3. P4, James Robbie. Tell you one man who will be absolutely Ryan Harris. Ryan Harris, he finished in P5. P6 we had James Rice. P7 Scott Griffiths. And P8 Sean O'Hara.
Well, guess what, Fonty? If you thought that last heat was exciting, well, we'll look at the drivers we have in heat number 4, the last one of tonight. Starting from pole, the number 9 of Joel Berkeley, the number 1 car of Dylan Semmelman starts P number 2. Tim Harris, P number 3 with Jokuji, P number 4. P number 5, 6th place man Brendan Hobson with P number 6, Gavin Sadler. P7, Bailey Hall, and that is it for that one. So here we go, 7 cars. This is going to be, I think, the best race you'll see, best heat race tonight. We have the top, basically the top 6, nearly the best dirt sprint car drivers you have. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We haven't seen Hobson have too much luck in this series so far. He has struggled a little bit in pace. What's going on here with Berkeley?
Berkeley, he's gone.
Berkeley is disconnected. He's pulled off to the side. He's disconnected. So, well, that's a bit of a shame. This certainly opens up the door for everyone else. So, can Brenton Hobson retrieve his pace? Get himself into a good position for that feature.
Well, now he starts P number 3, so he's been given a chance at the feature.
Wow. So we have received some information. Joel Berkeley, pedals stopped working. One of the dramas that you have in sim racing, in real life racing, you have a wheel fall off or an engine blow up, or, well, we do have engine blow up on these, but you don't really often get a pedal stop working. We're going to see this last race get underway, and it's a jump from the start. Can Hobson stick there? Nice clean start from these guys. Not too much of a jump there from Tim Harris. Nice clean battle. That battle for fourth, though, is on, as we have seen in every other race. Jock Goodyear is going to try and put a fair bit of pressure on Hobson. He's doing a good job. These guys starting to get really, really high now. Oh, is it on for the lead or ever?
Tough between the leaders, Tim Harris, Dylan Settleman, sorry. They're both side by side. Oh,
big crash. Big crash in the background. That is Gavin Sadler. Bailey Hall. Oh, I tell you what, Sadler will be disappointed with that. The race is going to continue on, though. We've got this battle happening right at the front. These guys can pretty much just check out themselves. They're all going to make it into the feature.
Well, at the moment, they're going like they're not going to make it to the feature. They're all just staying in a line, sort of trying to do something. Tim Harris dropped back from Dylan, but Hobson is saying, can I have that P2, please, sir? Around the outside.
Yes,
through
he
3 and
is.
4.
We're on lap number 5 now. Oh, he's going to get the run on the outside. Hobson running super close. Is he going to be able to get that power down? He's not going to be left to gap. Oh, he's touched the wall slightly.
Touched the wall, touched the burbly inside. But he'll still...
Oh, and this is going to give every opportunity to that P4 car.
Exactly. Oh, there's a tap in the wall. Oh, but he keeps it going. Oh,
good, yeah. Here we go. Certainly is there, Corey. This is going off, though. This has given a bit of breathing room to Tim Harris, though. Dylan Silverman has absolutely checked out, though. We've got a big gap back to P2 and an even bigger gap back to P3. The only little fight we could see here is for P3, P4. I don't think they're close enough as we are going to approach the last lap now.
Well, giving themselves a bit of breathing space, but Jock Goodyear wants that P3. Last ditch slide job through turn 2 doesn't work out. Maybe turn 4 might be his best opportunity.
Well, he's going to try. He's not going to have the goods, though. Not close enough. This track doesn't quite work like that. But I'll tell you what, that was an entertaining race. Hard luck there for Gavin Sadler, Bailey Hall, those guys coming together early on. The Consolation race now 15 laps for this race. There we go. If you can get the results for that one there, Corey.
Exactly. Joel Berkeley finishes in P1. Dylan, I'm so sorry. Dylan Sellerman. Sorry, I've got the grid up. P1. Tim Harris, P2. Brenton Hobson, P number 3. P number 4, Jock Goodyear. And then P number 5 and 6, sadly not finishing the race. Bailey Hall, Gavin Sadler. And Joel Berkeley finishes it off, sadly, with pedals dying. So hopefully he can make it back in the Consolation.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some phenomenal pace from him. Just got to start a trouble. That's the big one in this dirt stuff. Start a trouble, and although we don't see yellows in this, we are going to have an entertaining race for this next one. That's for sure. Consolation. So on P1, we have Mr. Cam Dance himself. P2 will be Scott Butler. P3 we will see Ryan Harris. P4 we'll see Bailey Hall. P5 Aaron Kelly. P6 we will have Dale Grother. P number 7 is James Rice. P number 8 will be Gavin Sadler, after we saw him have that incident in the last one. P number 9, Harry Edwards. P number 10, Zachary Phelan. Number 11, Scotty Griffiths. Number 12 will be Joel Berkeley. Can we see him bring the goods through in this one? P13, we will have Glenn Ince. 14, Dale Jordison. 15 will be Sean O'Hara. He is racing, don't think he is. There we go. So no, and that will be all. So this will be an entertaining race. Tell you what, the one person to watch will be Joel Berkeley.
I do believe
there are pace truck rolling around.
14 cars, 3 of them are TTL. Pace truck is off. We are underway. Chemnitz leads the field for turn 1. Consolation
Nice jump
race.
there for Dan. Oh, we got a car. That inside berm. But Berkeley, he's already on the pace. Look at him go.
What looks like a 7-car battle for P4 at the moment. Bailey Hall's holding them up. Everyone wants a snippet of that 4th place. That is your golden ticket to the feature. Oh, there's a little bit of sliding in the background there. One of the Gavin Sadler racing cars, I think, is in the wall. I have not.
Oh, wow. That was very close. This is going to give every bit of opportunity to Berkeley.
Berkeley slides
He's
off
into it.
Wall, and he's got 4th.
He's into it, yeah. Berkeley was very lucky there not to collect that car.
But look at the slide job on it. Harry Edwards slide jobs it up and wants Bailey Hall next up. Wouldn't mind getting Joel Berkeley as well. He's now in P5. Haley says, guess what? Hall, sorry, says that I want that P5, but this is all a battle for nearly nothing, as this is not the position in the feature. Berkeley is checking out. So,
absolutely. Berkeley could actually get up here, and he could still win this race. If he does, it's going to put him in a good position. There we go. Fastest lap for Berkeley, 16.5. So you can see how much that track has evolved from qualifying to now, a whole second slower.
Exactly, and well, that fastest lap is sort of moving up the way. He's got 1.4 seconds between him and the leader, but looking for a move on Ryan. You slow down, the inside line is not working at the moment, so he's got to try and do something with that top line to get a run. Well, he's getting a run now. Scott Butler, Ryan Harris, and Joel Berkeley he's trying the inside line, he really is. But I think it's only working out. He does a fast lap again. That inside line must be working out of turn 4. He goes for a little slide job with his teammate. He's on the inside berm.
Oh, can he get the drive? Yes, he is going to get the drive.
And he gets
He's going to get this.
But it's
he clips that inside berm though.
Yeah, he was nearly through.
Oh, here we go. It's on the 2. This is a great little battle here. He's going to throw it deep now.
Ryan Harris is
going to be able to come back.
Ryan Harris.
There we go. Oh, he's going to be able to do it. I reckon he's done it this time. Has he?
But will he get into that gap between him and... he's pretty wide.
Using that berm, really hitting that berm hard.
Exactly.
Trying to use that inside line, use that inside tyre. Although these cars have a massive tyre on the outside, that inside tyre is just as important. He's going to get it this time though. He's going to chop his nose. See you later, or is he? He's going to come back at him. He's going to have the high line. This is where Berkeley works really well, is that high line, and he's going to work it to his advantage. He has managed to get that position done, and he's going to throw it on his teammate now. Throw it down low. Try and use that.
No, he doesn't want to be his teammate though, because if he hits his teammate, he's going to put him out of feature contention. Joel Berkeley, 16.4 that last lap. He is on a charge. And Cameron
and they're both coming back at Downs. Well, they're both coming back. We've still got another 2 laps to go.
2 laps. TTL 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's in the wall slightly. No, he has pulled it off. That
Berkeley
this is going right down to the wire.
But Ryan Harris slides in on his teammate.
That is massive. Dance is out. I tell you what.
Dance is still in it, but that's put Harry Edwards into the feature. Oh, someone's in the wall in the background.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Harris is going to slide it on Harry. No, won't. And now, so that means Harry Edwards goes through to the feature. Wow. That was some 2 laps right there.
Wow. I tell you what, that was intense. I'm interested to know what the conversation is going on in the TTL garage right now. And those guys won't be too happy, but great result there. In the end, that was a pretty cool race. That was a pretty cool race. We have the winner of that race will be Joel Berkeley. Excellent job there. We see him come from way back. Cam Dance, P2. P3 was Scott Butler, Harry Edwards, and P number 4, Ryan Harris. P number 5, Bailey Hall. Well done by him. P number 6, Gavin Sadler. 7th. 8th was Dale Grother. 9th, Scott Griffiths. James Rice in number 10. Aaron Kelly, 11. Dale Jordison in 12. Zachary Phelan in 13th, Glenn Ince in 14th. I tell you what. Yeah, so we have a drivers are going to be out on track for a little bit, wearing that track in, evolving it to its maximum for us to have excellent racing. Just going a quick break for a couple of minutes. We'll be back for the conclusion of this event for the feature 30 laps around Knoxville Raceway.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Wow, what a race we saw there for the Consolation race. That was on there between teammates. Tell you what, the garage will not be happy at TTL there. Ryan Harris, he'll be absolutely spewing. Cam Dance, he was winning that race, but Joel Berkeley managed to come through and take the victory. We do have now a 30-lap feature. Invert the top 6. So this is certainly going to throw it up. I reckon we're going to see Tim Ryan, I should say, really take it to these guys. He is the absolute man when it comes to the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. He's taken many victories, and looks like we're just going to get onto the track now. We will see yellows in this, so that's going to change the dynamics of the race a lot, I feel. How do you feel about it, Corey?
30 laps, the way the racing's been so far tonight, it will throw a bit of a curveball in there because if there is a big wreck, it's a caution comes out. So, but the official saying, I believe, is caution breed caution. So hopefully tonight they could break that saying. But at the moment, as everybody grids up, I think it's a good time to read off the grid.
There we go. The grid is up. And we're going to see in first, I've got Vince Romeo in first. Vince Romeo off P1, so he's got to be happy with that. AJ Neben in P number 2. Dylan Silliman in P number 3. P number 4, we will have Lewis Hewitt. P number 5, Bob King. Tim Ryan, he'll be the man to watch in this one. He's in P number 6. P number 7, we do have David Hellerman. P number 8, Tim Harris. P number 9, Daniel Gow. P number 10, we do have Trent Gossley. P number 10. P number 11 will be Lachlan Smith. P number 12, we will see Brenton Hobson. Can he finish 6th in this one is the big question. He will start from P number 12. He will be wanting to finish further up than 6, but anything's possible in this dirt sprint car stuff. P number 13, Jake Maloney. P number 14, Darren Brumfield. P number 15, James Robbie. P number 16, we will see Jock Goodyear. Number 17 will be Joel Berkeley. So can he come back and do it like we saw in the last one? P number 18, Cam Dance. Well done to Cam. And P number 19, we will see Scott Butler. That's everybody. No, sorry, one more. Harry Edwards, P number 20. So this is going to be an interesting race. wondering how it's all going to go, where these guys are going to run, where the grip is going to be on the track. We did see these guys in the last race really throw it down low, manage to work it, but you got to be really careful of that berm on the inside, as it can unsettle the car a lot, and you can lose a lot of time, as we are now underway.
Exactly, 20 car field, 30 laps. Cautions are in it, so let's see what we do here out of turn 1. Vince Romeo getting swamped. A little bit of wide out. Oh, Tim Ryan's in the wall.
So there we go.
More
First yellow of the night, so we didn't even complete really one lap. And caution is out, so these guys really want to... There we go. So Bob King, championship leader, was caught up in that. That's not what he wants to have, to hold on to his championship lead.
Bob King, Lewis Hewitt, and Tim Ryan, and I think Harry Edwards was not involved in that. But yeah, there was so 3 contending cars out before the start of lap 1, before the start of lap 2, sorry.
Yeah, there we go. So that always makes an interesting one. Good start there by Vince Romeo. Very impressed, to be honest. Did a great job. AJ Neben, haven't really seen him up the pointy end, so we could see a new winner in this round, Corey.
Yeah, exactly. Vince Romeo taking advantage of that top 6 being inverted, so he started from pole, and at the moment P2 we could, if he does do a little bit of defending, we could see him there dicing for a win in what would be 28 laps time.
Yeah, there we go. It's a long race to go. Such a cool track, this Knoxville. One track that I'd certainly love to go and visit in my time.
Exactly. Well, sprint car capital of the world, and the National Sprint Car National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, as you can see there, out of just on the exit of turn 2. Well, really, you can watch a race from there and see everything in one hit. This track is really, famous with sprint cars, and well, bringing this series here is really no questions asked. As I think safety track lights are off. We're going to go green this time. We are green. Back green underway.
There we go. Back green underway. Great start there from Dylan.
AJ Neiman there battling for P2 at the moment.
There we go, battle on. Helliman is... It's all happening here.
Side by side into turn 3. Now there. You can see the difference of lines. A lot of people taking that bottom line. Some people are trying to go on that top line. But Helliman, Romeo, Neben at the moment battling for P2 with, I do believe, Lachlan Smith behind there looking for something to get on these guys. You can see there now, a lot of guys starting to go to the top of the track. So lap by lap, the track is changing.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to see the track really evolve. These guys will be running right on that wall. They'll be pinned to the wall by come lap number 30, I reckon. Dylan Silverman doing an excellent job there. Big gap. Is he going to be able to get caught down by David Helliman? Excellent pace from these guys.
Helliman's checked out, and that last lap was 2/10 faster than Silverman.
Yeah, he's definitely gaining on him.
Yeah, gaining on him 2/10 a lap by the look, so he's looking for that win at the moment, but Romeo is dropped back a little bit down to P number 5.
There we go, it's all happening out front here. David Helliman, super fast, there we go. Caution is out. Jake Maloney, so, he will not be happy with that. What a start there. That's given Salomon a bit of a gap, or a bit of a breathing space, giving him that P1. So David Helliman couldn't quite get the job done to manage to stick in that P1 position for the safety car period. Brenton Hobson, he's in P5 at the moment, so he's moved his way up a little bit. There we go. Wow. United States boys came down and played with the Aussie guys. They are leading P1, 2, and 3 at this stage in the event. So anything can still happen. We are on lap 13, nearly halfway through this race now. This is going to be an interesting one.
Fonty, time flybys when you're having fun. Now USA 1, 2, 3. The next Australian P number 4 was Lachlan Smith, and then Vince Romeo is P5, but has been given an EOL, so something's happened there. But that means that'll advance Mr. Brendan Hobson to P number 5 here on the restart and Berkeley up to 7th from starting. What was it, 17th? So 10 spots, and I think he would be looking for more. Maybe that finishing position of number 1, as we would have 1 to go, 1 to green, sorry. But very, very interesting feature this one has been. We're just about to come to the halfway point here on lap 14. So we'll be under green when the halfway point is there. So at the moment, 14 cars down on track. Jake Baloney didn't have to park the car after that wreck. So here we go. Pace truck coming in this lap. We are back under green.
There we go.
Goes for it. Here we go.
Yep, there we go. Green flag is on. Great jump there from Sellerman. Be happy with that for a start. He's given himself a decent gap there. Back to David Halliman. Halliman can come through. No Tim Ryan out there to take it to these boys. But Lachlan Smith is trying his hardest. But
Joel Berkeley, I think the only person near that top 5, top 10 bubble. Oh, Smith!
Oh, big moment.
Smith's into the wall, really, but kept it going, and now Berkeley's in the wall, but they're all still going. Oh, there's 3 wide, 3 SR cars. Who would that be? Smith, Hobo. Smith, Hobo, Gow,
oh,
2
there's 4
TCL cars, 5 car fight. What's all going on? And there's
This
3
is all
wide
going
out of 2. Into 3. Wow, this is some dirt racing here. This is what you're watching at the moment. Oh,
yeah,
4 wide nearly.
This is quality dirt racing, this stuff. This is when the top guys come to race each other. They can keep it clean and have a lot of fun doing it.
And that would be a caution? No, there it is.
No, yes, caution is out. So, it was always going to happen. Very hard to anticipate what the guy next to you is going to do. This guy's doing a tremendous job though. Cam Dance, well done to Cam. Currently sitting in P6. Brendan Hobson right in the mix as well.
All I can say from that is Hobo, Gow, Dance, Berkeley, and also Smith. Yes, those 5 cars just wow. They were nearly 4 wide at one point there. That was something. That was what I would consider the best dirt racing I've seen in a while. There, 5 cars going hard at it for nearly 3 laps, I think it was. So I think finally we could say that was dirt sprint car racing right there at the sprint car capital of the world.
Yeah, well that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see great battling. I don't want to see anyone put it in the wall, but yeah, you know, you can't really ask for anything better than that, than guys running wheels side by side, having a great time out there.
Yeah, a lot of these guys would be out there just for the fun of it. 410 sprint cars around Knoxville. It's a very slick track, and they say it's for fun. Well, I say otherwise, but for them it'll be very fun. So at the moment, I do believe we're on 1 to green. So we are on 1 to green. So Dylan Sellerman still in commanding position of the race. David Helliman, P2, P3, AJ Niban, P4, Brenton Hobson, P5, Daniel Gow, with Dance Berkeley, Robbie Gosley and Edwards rounding out your top 10 as we come around to turn number 4 to restart the race on lap number 23.
Yeah, not many laps left to go now. 8 laps left to go as we're going to have a jump at the start now. Sallyman, another great start from him. Oh, just trying to keep it off that wall. There we go. Cam Dance. He has made it through. He's not giving it up though.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, it's the wall. No caution though. Wow.
No, he has. There we go. This is on for young and old.
On for the lead as well.
Yep, this certainly is on for the lead. Sillyman and Halliman going at it.
Two Americans going for the win in the Australian Sprint Car Series race at Knoxville here. Lap 26 through turn 1. You can see how slick the track is. So these next 5 laps will be very interesting.
Oh, it's still not over. Sillyman has found another gear though. 4 laps to go. Can Halliman come through with the goods? Oh, there we go. Race done. Race is done. I don't think we're going to see another lap. Joel Berkeley has had an incident.
Well, all I can say, Fonty, is yes, this is it. This is the end of the race. So sadly, we don't see the race go out under green flag conditions. But wow, that was something. Berkeley, sadly.
Oh, so we're just receiving information. Teammates come together, which that's not good. The TTL garage, we actually saw them have an incident together and round number 2, and it wiped out a few of them. Now we've come together again, causing these guys to have another incident. It's yeah, certainly not what you want, but yeah, what a great result there from the Americans that come down to race in our series. We'd love to have all of these guys come down to race. Show us how to do it here in Australia, New Zealand. We do have guys who take it to them in their own very series, so great to see them down here having a run. We did have, well, we're going to have Dylan Sallyman take the win. David Halliman will be in 2nd, and AJ Neben will be in 3rd. So USA 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, if you looked at their team paints, you would say USA 1-2 with AJ Neben in the number 17 car, who is American on an Australian team. So, well, all I can say at the moment is the quote from the TTL garage would be, "What are we doing here, racing or ping pong?" So that'll be, I think tomorrow would be a very big day of discussions as to what happened tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right. These guys, they want to race against each other, but you certainly don't want to crash with your teammates. Other people, well, although it's not that acceptable, it's a little bit better than stacking with the guys who you talk to on a regular basis. So that is race done. Race is complete. Race is done. We have had finish all happen, and Dylan Sallyman is going to win the event. So well done to him. David Halliman in P number 2. AJ Neben, P number 3. Well done to Brenton Hobson. Good to see him not get tangled up in some incidents. He finished P number 4. James Robbie will finish in P number 5. Jake Maloney, P6. Darren Brumfield, P7. Cam Dance, P8. Vince Romeo, P9. And Harry Edwards rounding out your top 10.
And the rest of the order, the last finisher was Joel Berkeley, sadly involved in that lap 27 incident. Then your DNFs, Daniel Gow, Trent Gosley, Lachlan Smith, Scott Butler, Tim Harris, Jock Goodyear, Tim Ryan, Lewis Stewart, and Bob King rounding out the order.
Yeah, there we go. Wow, what an interesting race. That was certainly a little bit different to what we've seen at other tracks. Obviously, this is a little bit longer. Our next round, we go to the very, very famous Eldora Speedway. Now, this would be definitely one of my favorites in the iRacing platform. It always turns on great racing, and it is excellent to watch these sprint cars go screaming around there. So that will be in 2 weeks' time. Too sure if we're going to have anyone come in for an interview, have a catch up. Wait a few minutes. What a great event, though, Corey.
Yeah, not really. Not a really bad event to come back for dirt racing commentary after I think my first one was here in the Knoxville Nationals a couple of months ago, and I think we could have our race winner in the commentary box very shortly.
Yeah, there we go. So that was round 4. We've got 2 rounds to go. Next round is Eldora, and then we go on to Charlotte for the finale of the Australian Sprint Car Series. We are joined, though, in the comms booth by Dylan Sallyman. Well done there, Dylan.
Thanks. That was a lot of fun, and it was pretty hard to hold up, Dave.
Yeah, it certainly was. You guys were going toe-to-toe. You certainly had the pace off the restarts. You managed to pull that little bit of gap, but David certainly had that legs on you towards the end of sort of stints. I think that if there was some more yellows, it would have been maybe a different story. You guys would have potentially gone a little bit more toe-to-toe, but excellent result for you. Will we definitely see you in future events with us?
Yeah, for sure. It was a great show. Bob did a great deal there of it's like all around fun show. And I knew David would race me clean. I've been racing with him for a while now in iRacing, so I knew he'd race me clean if he caught me. And yeah, I got saved by the cautions a couple of times there because he was gaining the big time. So I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, you got to take it. You came away with the victory, standing on top of the podium. I'll let you thank who you need to thank.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to Team VLR. Set was really good. Me and David won too. So that was a great deal. Tech 3 Defense, Burberry Designs, Tyler Burrow, Joe Berkeley for the paint, and you guys for broadcasting. Thank you.
No problem at all. Well, yes, thank you very much for coming down, visiting us down here in the southern part of the world, and we look forward to seeing you at the next round.
Thanks, guys.
And our next one in the booth would be P number 2, David Helliman. David, that was some race there, USA topping off the top 3. How was the race there for you?
Yeah, I was just able to avoid that first lap incident, and I was like, well, that took out, a couple of the really good guys, so I figured it just saw Dylan get the lead, and I was able to get by AJ pretty quick, so I was like, all right, I think it's just a 2-car race between us, and then every time I got up to him, caution just seemed to fall.
Yeah, exactly. Without the cautions falling at the wrong time there tonight, would you think you would be in P number 1?
Oh, definitely. I just looked at the lap times of the of the race, and it was definitely the quickest car on the track.
Exactly as well. It would be a really good show coming down here, showing us Aussies how you do it. Anybody need to thank tonight?
Just thank for Bob letting me run kind of on a late notice, and thank all the guys at Team VLR. Congrats to Dylan on the win. Thanks Joel and down under graphics. He was the one who told me about the league anyways and got me to run it too. So thanks for V8's Online for putting it down for all the Highland Maniacs out there.
Exactly as well, and well, thank you very much for joining us, David. And I think Fonty, you would have P number 3.
There we go. Welcome to the booth, AJ. It was an excellent race. Didn't quite have the pace there as what the front 2 cars had, but how did that race go for you?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. The track was really dry slick, so you're just kind of searching all over for the speed, and yeah, it just didn't have what the first 2 cars had, but still had a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, that's what you're exactly here for, having a lot of fun. Great to see you guys coming down and racing in our series. Certainly, yeah, it's great to see the pace that you guys have, and you showed us all up tonight. Will you be planning to come and take a visit for the next round at Eldora?
I might be there. Right now I'm kind of unsure, but yeah, I'd love to come have fun again.
Yeah, well, that was great. Well, yeah, certainly thank you very much for coming tonight. And is there anyone that you need to thank out there today?
Oh yeah, all the guys at TTM Motorsports are running together, getting the setups. It's always a lot of fun. And Ultimate Dirt TV, and yeah, just all the guys at TTL. It's great bunch of guys over there.
Yeah, excellent. They certainly are. They came together tonight, which probably the discussions in their garage won't be as positive as what's in your garage. But thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to seeing you at the next round.
All right, thanks a lot.
Well, Fonty, that was some night of dirt racing. Really enjoyable as well, and well, I think it's time to give out our post-race. Well, post-race anything, Fonty. What would you think about going to Eldora then? Seeing how good this race was.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been a great event. A little bit different to what I sort of expected how the race would go. The track wore away quite a bit. There wasn't much drive down low, but no, it was certainly a great event. I look forward to going on to Eldora for round number 5, and then we finish off the series at Charlotte. Charlotte is the newest dirt track to come to the service, and it is going to be great. Yeah, this championship, I'm looking forward to seeing the championship points after the event, seeing how close it is. It certainly wouldn't have helped Bob King's championship not finishing the event, but all in all, it's been a great event. That will be this event, but certainly we have plenty more action on V8s Online coming up this week. Tomorrow night on the iRacing Esports Network, we do have the Geodesic Sprint Series Australasia, which is GT cars, and it's going to be an excellent event. And then this Sunday, our very infamous V8 Scots. We head to round 9 into Lagos. I'm certainly excited about that. How about you, Corey?
Yeah, exactly. The first ever reverse sprint round for the Scop series ever, so it'll be a very interesting race to watch and also to be in for some of the drivers.
Yeah, it certainly will be. It's going to certainly throw it up. We may see a different winner. But as for this has been the Australian Sprint Car 410 Championship presented by V8s Online. It's been a great event. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, see you later.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go! They caught!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights